ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਸਾਬਕਾ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਸਕੱਤਰ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਰਾਜ ਸਭਾ ਵਰਧਨ ਸਿਰੰਗਲਾ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਦੌਰੇ ਤੇ ਹਨ। ਇਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸ਼ਿੰਗਟਨ ਡੀਸੀ ਪਹੁੰਚਣ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਵਕਾਰੀ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦਾ ਆਯੋਜਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਭਰ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਖੇਤਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਮੁੱਖ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ, ਉੱਘੇ ਕਾਰੋਬਾਰੀ, ਕਈ ਸੰਸਥਾਵਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਸੰਗਠਨਾਂ ਸਣੇ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਅਤੇ ਗੈਰ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਵਿਭਾਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਵਰਧਨ ਸਿਰੰਗਲਾ ਜੋ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਰਾਜਦੂਤ ਵੀ ਰਹਿ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੀ ਮੌਜੂਦਾ ਆਰਥਿਕ ਸਥਿਤੀ, ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਸੰਬੰਧਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਜ਼ਬੂਤ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਸੀ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਅਤੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਤੇ ਲਾਏ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਟੈਰਿਫ ਤੇ ਭਾਰਤ ਉੱਪਰ ਪੈਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਹੁਪੱਖੀ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਰਤ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਵਿਕਲਪਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਭਾਰਤ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਸੰਬੰਧਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਦਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸੰਬੰਧਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁਧਾਰ ਲਿਆਉਣ ਲਈ ਅਹਿਮ ਰੋਲ ਨਿਭਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਵਰਧਨ ਸਿਰੰਗਲਾ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦੇ ਰਵੀ ਪੱਲੀ ਨੇ ਵਰਧਨ ਸਿਰੰਗਲਾ ਦੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਰਾਜਦੂਤ ਵਜੋਂ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਸਕੱਤਰ ਵਜੋਂ ਨਿਭਾਈਆਂ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਸਰਾਹਨਾ ਕੀਤੀ।
I'm Ravi Puli. I'm a first generation graduate and entrepreneur, immigrant to US. There are many entrepreneurs in our room, those who are very successful, and now we want to see that our next generation will continue to be successful and to make an impact, by contributing to the society, US and India, because we come from India, all of us are immigrants, and we got our free degrees from India, and we came here, and now we are very successful. Now we wanted to also give back here, and as well as to do something for India as well. So we, as part of our mission, we wanted to also support leaders like Mr. Shringla, who was very accessible to all of us. To me personally also, I had an experience. I started this new non-profit US India Solidarity Mission during COVID. I arranged private charter flights and worked with them day and night. And I don't know when he was sleeping, but he was all the time available to address this big COVID crisis. Right, he's a COVID foreign secretary, you can call him maybe. Right, he handled it so well and also distributed all the medicine across the world and many things. Right, even in Washington DC, he opened his house. Anybody could walk in, go and attend the Independence Day. This was the only time that I heard during all my 30 years in this country, and all the great work that he has done. So we are definitely very honored, and I would like to request Mr. Shringla to share a few remarks with all of us.
I want to thank Ravi most sincerely for giving me this opportunity to reconnect with so many friends, some of you whom I've known and haven't met since I was based in Washington DC. It's been 5 years, and some of you whom we've been meeting on and off in various places, but it's great to connect. So I've just come in from India a couple of days ago, and I'm happy to say that we are in pretty good shape, contrary to some opinions on that regard. The economy is doing very well. We have just been upgraded by S&P Globals. Those of you who are following stock market news would have seen that the grading has gone from a BBB minus to a BBB rating, which is, I think, puts us as a very, very firm investor grade country, and that's good news. Inflation, retail inflation is down to 1.7%. We have the highest foreign exchange reserves that we've ever had in the past. And what is more important is that we are the fastest growing large economy in the world, at about 6.5 to 7%. And this is backed up by the fact that we are probably the youngest country in terms of average age, with the average age in India is 28 years of age. And which means that, this is a generation that is certainly not only a large working force supporting a much smaller aging population, but that trend is going to continue for the next 2 decades. So the next 20 years is going to see us at a very unique position of having a growing young population with also more ability to access goods and services than ever before, because the level of affluence is also increasing. And at this rate of growth, we hope to become, attain our vision of being a developed country by 2047. So that's the prognosis that we are working towards. Of course, if you look at it, we are already the 4th largest economy in the world, and I think we are steadily on track to become the 3rd largest economy in the next couple of years. So the economy looks good. When it comes down to the relationship, and I think all of you who are here are really stakeholders in that relationship. You've contributed very actively to bringing the relationship where it is. It's not come about overnight. The last 25 years have been spent in building that relationship and bringing it to where it is. I know that many of you would think it remiss if I didn't mention the fact that from midnight tonight, we will be at the receiving end of 50% custom duties for goods exported into the United States from India. These would impact mainly on labor-intensive products from India. Some sectors are exempt, but labor-intensive products, whether it's textiles, it's leather, gems and jewelry, agriculture, and seafood, I'm just giving you some examples, would be affected. So there are mitigation factors. We are working on minimizing the impact. One of the ways, of course, is to find alternative markets. We are looking, we have free trade agreements with Australia, UAE, UK, the EFTA countries. We are close to concluding a free trade agreement with the European Union. This means that we can access different markets, and we would have the opportunity to divert some of our exports in that direction. I think there would be some scope to also, cushion that impact within our country. But I'm a firm believer in the relationship, which is why even before Ravi could give me this label, I had it on already. This is my Indian American hat, and I'm proud to wear this. I believe in this relationship, and I believe that we have the most comprehensive, multifaceted relationship with the United States, the one that we have more than any other country. And I do believe that the strength of that relationship, the values and principles that we share will see us through any ups and downs in the relationship. We've had those in the past, and we've seen them through, and we will undoubtedly see this through as well. I think there are some very good indicators. The appointment of Sergio Gore as the next US ambassador to India is a very positive step. We all know that he is not only someone who has extraordinary capacities, who's contributed very greatly to the political environment in the US, but he's also a very, very close associate of President Trump's. And I think that makes a tremendous difference at this point in time when we are, we need all the bridging that we can get. So that, I think, is a positive turn of events which we should welcome, and we do welcome in India. We are also very hopeful that we will find a way to conclude a satisfactory, mutually beneficial free trade agreement with the United States early rather than late. And that would certainly take us to the next step of the visit of President Trump to India, a meeting of the Quad leaders, and I think really setting us back on track. I do know that many of you have traveled here from far and wide. You represent different interests in the community, and of course we've got many of our very close friends who are also who've also worked with us in the State Department, the NSCS, and we're very happy to see not only community representatives from so many different communities, but also our friends in different walks of life. As I said right at the beginning, you have contributed to this relationship. I do believe that some of you are here have contributed in your individual capacities, some have contributed as part of associations and groups. But I think all of you who are today in this room have contributed to the relationship, but this is a time where I think you can do much more to contribute to bridging the gaps and bringing the relationship back onto track is what I believe is the defining relationship of the 21st century. This has been said before, but I think it applies very much today. We, of course, this is my view, is that the community has played a very critical role in bringing the relationship to where it is now. I don't believe that we have really utilized the strength of the community to the extent that we should. I don't believe that we have brought all our equities into play. I think we need to look at how we can best mobilize our friends, not in any, I mean, I'm talking about in a constructive sense to bring about, or convey and articulate the fact that this relationship is too important and too vital, not only in geopolitical terms, but also in economic terms. I mean, after all, we represent, as I said, a young but growing market, where if you go to India, what do you see? I mean, you see PepsiCo, you see McDonald's, you see KFCs, you see the Hilton, you see General Electric, you see every possible brand that is in the United States. And as consumerism grows in India, it's those brands that are going to do well. So we have a future that is important, and for India, of course, technology. In the United States, this is a country that has cutting-edge technologies. It is an important partner of ours in the defense sector. There are synergies here that we cannot ignore. And if we ignore it, it is to our peril. So I, for one, believe in this relationship, as all of you do. We need to work on this relationship. We need to bring it back on track. And I have no doubt that we will be seeing the relationship in the same level that we saw the highs during Howdy Modi in Houston, Namaste Trump in Ahmedabad. And I think many of our friends who are here have been part of those efforts. So we will certainly look forward to that. So let me thank all of you once again, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart for taking the time, taking the trouble, and coming all the way to have this opportunity to meet up. It's great to reconnect. So thank you very much. Thank you.